This is a surgery. This is a big deal. Just because Nuvia can do it in 24 hours doesn't mean it's like clipping your cuticles. Hey Nuvia Nation, it's Ricky.
And Troy.
And we're here to answer some questions straight from the Smile Makers page on Facebook. If you're not a member of the Smile Makers Club on Facebook, be sure to look it up, click join, and there's a lot of people on there every day asking tons of questions that may benefit you in your search for dental implant solutions. The first question is from Ken. I need clarity on the actual process from the day they remove your teeth, the installation of the anchor devices, which is the implants,
Right.
to the receiving and placement of your new teeth. What are the time gaps in between the three major processes?
I went in on a Wednesday morning and I had the surgery. That's whenever they placed in the anchors, the implants. And I went home. I slept overnight and I came back the next morning and I got my new set of teeth. I mean, it was really a 24-hour process.
24-hour process, which is incredible.
It was incredible.
So they removed your teeth and put in the implants basically the same day.
On the first day, on that Wednesday.
Okay, great. Same with me. I went in on a Thursday, 9 o'clock. They did the anesthesia and everything and removed what existing teeth I had. They installed the implants. I don't remember anything till I woke up at home. The next day I went back. They installed the prosthesis around 4:30, and we were taking pictures and smiling.
Right.
So, and a little tears might have been shed.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. So that's the process. We hope that answers this question for you, Ken. If you have any other further questions, just go to the Smile Makers Club and just ask another one, and we'll be sure to try to answer that for you, or somebody on there will. So our next question today, Troy, comes from Martha. Okay. Martha is new to the group, just like a lot of people.
Right.
She actually clicked the link and she took the quiz.
Really?
Which is always a really major step in getting answers. She says, boy, do I have questions. I'm terrified of the dentist, aren't we all?
We all were.
This is why my teeth are so bad. I had a tooth removed and was going to have one implant. It sounded like it was going to take forever. I'm really scared of this 24-hour thing. I had a friend that got implants. It took her months, and she was in so much pain that she couldn't eat solid food for so long. Someone please ease my mind. Martha, we're fixing to ease your mind.
We are.
She's terrified. We're all terrified of the dentist, so that's common.
It's common.
Okay. There's no really need to be afraid of the 24-hour process. It's the unknown.
Yeah. It's the unknown is what you're scared of.
And you had your anxiety and everything with it, same as I did.
I think we all do.
So your friend didn't go to Nuvia. Nuvia has a state-of-the-art procedure, and that's why they can do permanent teeth in 24 hours. I've had mine for 980 days today. I have friends that have had this done. They're at 3-4 years. It's just amazing with no issues at all. You can eat, you're saying she couldn't eat solid foods for so long. There's some videos on YouTube and on our Smile Makers page of people eating normal foods. It's not liquid croutons. You could eat soft foods.
I eat mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Pasta.
Fish.
So
things, meatloaf.
I eat meatloaf.
And these are all within the first 2 weeks. So whenever you're thinking of soft foods, it's not exactly liquid diet.
Right. You don't have to just drink chicken broth.
Right. It's usually things that you're already doing. It just sounds out of the box. So don't be worried. You'll go back for your 4-month appointment. They'll check out everything, make sure that the implants have adhered to the bone. And once that happens, what can you eat, Troy?
You can eat anything you want.
Anything you want. Just like this apple right here. Right here. I'm at 980 days. Right there. Don't be afraid. It's all good. Day 17, I was cooking stuffed salmon, macaroni and cheese, I had an apron on. Yeah, I had an apron on. And of course, my cowboy hat. And I was eating that on day 17. So don't be afraid. If you have any more questions, throw them up in the Smile Makers page and we'll take care of you. And if you want to take that quiz, like what Martha did, where should they look, Troy?
In the description below.
In the description below. Just click it, fill it out, and a lot of your questions will be answered. Troy, our next question comes from Sloan.
Okay.
What a great name. Sloan asked, new teeth in a day. Sounds great, but what I'm reading here is you're dealing with weeks of recovery. How have people with corporate jobs dealt with this? How long did you need to be out of work? I have my consultation today. That was on January 31st. Obviously, Sloan's already had his consultation. As today's February the 22nd. So whenever he says they're dealing with weeks of recovery, did you actually have weeks of recovery?
I had my procedure done on a Wednesday and a Thursday. I took Friday off from work, and I work at a big corporation. I took that Friday off, and I was back at work Monday morning.
And Sloan, if you're watching, and Troy, the biggest thing, Nuvia Nation, is that it's different for each person. It all depends on what process you have to go through to do it. You, like me, I got my teeth in 24 hours. That was on a Thursday. It took me probably about 4 to 5 days. I went through the weekend and, I was up doing stuff probably about day 4 or day 5. But honestly, that was my choice. I wanted to relax and rest. And Troy, I'll tell you this. I milked it for all it was worth.
Did you?
Yes. So I live on a farm and there's a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
So I milked it for all it was worth.
Milk it anytime you can, huh?
Yes. He also says, he wanted to know how long he was going to be out of work. And that all depends on what your job is. In most companies, they'll work with you. So hopefully this answers some of those questions if they haven't already been answered, Sloan. And if you've already got it done or you're still on the fence about it, hit us up. We're both on the Smile Makers page, and we want to make sure that you're taken care of. So we done it. We know how you feel. So hit us up on there if you still haven't gotten it. If you've got it done, hit us up on there and show us that amazing smile.
Right.
So, Troy, our next question is from Karna. They say, hello. I just started looking into Nuvia, and I'm terrified and excited. We've both been there.
Been there.
I have an upper and lower appliance, and they bother me so much that at home I barely wear them. When I do have them in, I talk differently because they feel like they are in the way of my tongue. Once you get your arches, do they feel like dentures or appliances in your mouth? Do they feel normal? I really appreciate any feedback. By the way, you look amazing. She must have been talking about you, Troy.
She's talking about you, Rick.
So, Karna, those are freaking great questions. And I understand why you have those questions. We want to make sure that you're comfortable with these questions that you ask because they're important questions for everyone. So, being terrified and excited, those are normal reactions. Normal reactions. You had an upper and lower appliance, and they bother you. You know what? I can't speak for that because I didn't have an upper or lower appliance, but I can speak for this. I grew up watching my parents have dentures. They got dentures in their 60s, okay? Maybe 70s. And they never fit right. Just like you, they never wore them. Not even at home. Just never wore them. Because they hurt, they were ill-fitting, and I imagine that's pretty much like your appliances. Mm-hmm. You'd think so?
Yeah.
So so I could relate to that part of it, watching them, especially as a kid, because it makes a big impact on you. So yes, once you get your arches, and me and Troy had both upper and lower arches done.
Did.
Do they feel like dentures?
I don't know. Never had dentures.
We've never had dentures, but for me to tell you this, that from the teeth that I had, and here I am at 980 days, I really don't remember. I don't feel any different than the teeth that I was born with. There are little adjustments that you have to do, but nothing that impacts my life in any kind of negative way. So yeah, to me they feel normal.
They feel. I'm only 6 months in. I'm not as far in as you are, but mine are feeling normal. I mean, I don't even think about it.
And by the way, thanks for telling us we look amazing. We appreciate that. So, guys, a real big thing, especially on the Smile Makers page, if you are on there, complimenting people helps them in their journey. So whenever you see somebody post on there, be sure to say something nice, because there are plenty of people along their journey that haven't been so nice. So Troy, the next question.
Okay.
Eddie has this. Eddie says, I joined this group because I'm ambivalent. I looked this word up, Troy.
All right.
Because I talk a little bit different. And I don't even know if I can spell that on a normal day. And it means concerned. He's concerned about having dental implants due to its cost and the rigorous steps. I'm looking for a success rate. I am gearing towards dentures.
I don't know.
There's a lot there, Troy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. So, Eddie, we got some answers for you. Because as we read your question, we actually consulted people that are pros in this field. You want to know the success rate? The success rate of this procedure is 99.1. 99.1% success rate at Nuvia. Those are pretty darn good odds.
Pretty darn good odds.
And a pretty darn good return on the investment.
Yes.
I don't even know if I can buy fish and it lasts that long in my refrigerator. So I think that's a pretty dang good success rate. I would not gear towards dentures. Here's the reason. At a 99.1% success rate, and they're permanent, I can't take these out. Dentures, you're going to be taking them out every night. When you take them out and put them in that jar, or you got to put that stuff on them, you've seen those videos. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
It does more than just, okay, I've got something in my mouth. It plays with you mentally. It plays with you emotionally, because you got to take them out. When you have something that's permanent and they can do it in 24 hours, or you get to keep living your life, that also does something to you mentally and emotionally. So I would not be looking at gearing towards dentures due to the fact that you're concerned. As far as the rigorous steps, Nuvia makes it pretty simple for you. They give you a link, usually in the description of every video they do, and you click that, and you go in. They give you all the answers you want right there, day one. Then you could get to decide. If you have questions, you can call again. Then you go in. Once you decide, you go in, day one.
Do
like
the x-rays, talk to the doctor.
Whatever you need. So there's not a lot of rigor towards it. It's not very time consuming at Nuvia. There are places, I will give you this, there are places, Eddie, that take forever. Forever. And you got something that doesn't fit your mouth. You got something that just doesn't fit you. People can tell. Nuvia, from day one, it's 24 hours. Permanent teeth the next day. In almost every single case. Okay? So it's not real time consuming. And they take care of you because they want this to be easy. If it's easy, it's going to change your life. So we got one more question, Troy.
All right.
Carol decided that she wanted to ask this question.
Okay.
She started researching this, as we all have. I applaud you for researching it. You should. This is a surgery. This is a big deal. Just because Nuvia can do it in 24 hours doesn't mean it's like clipping your cuticles, okay? This is a major surgery. You should research it. You should ask questions. So I applaud you for that, Carol. Carol wants to know, how long do they last, and is there any long-term maintenance to them? She also says, you look wonderful.
That's awesome.
I think she's talking to you
talking
again,
about you,
Troy.
Ricky.
She didn't drop any names, but I know. So how long do they last?
Well, I hope from now on.
So you hope from now on. So once again, Carol and Nuvia Nation out there, this question is different for each person. They are meant to last a lifetime. But once again, it all depends on how you take care of them. I can understand that it's hard because a lot of us, such as myself, I had bad teeth because I didn't take care of my teeth. Okay? And you don't realize how important that is until they're bad.
Until you're in the situation.
Until you're in the situation, yeah. So they're meant to last a lifetime, but we have all got to do our part. You have to do your part. Keeping them clean, keeping the bacteria out of your mouth through brushing, flossing, mouthwash, things like that. Water pick. And that's pretty much the maintenance too. Your maintenance is your daily...
Just keeping it clean.
Yeah, your daily routine of keeping them clean. And once a year you go in and they
make sure all your implants are good and you're back on the road.
So yeah, they take care of them. They make sure that you're taking care of them. That's the big thing here. Nuvia wants to make sure that your investment is solid. So they want to make sure that you're also take care of. If you don't understand how to take care of them, and sometimes a lot of people don't. We weren't taught that. So Nuvia will help you if you have questions on flossing, on what kind of toothpaste to use, the kind of toothbrush you use, the mouthwash, how often you should do these things. That's what they're there for. And they'll take care of you. They'll answer these questions. Well, Nuvia Nation, we hope you enjoyed this episode, Dental Implant Talk, with Ricky
and Troy.
We answered these questions. Keep sending those questions, and we'll do some more episodes for you. Until next time, if you got any questions or you're looking for a price, what should they do?
They should just go to the link on the bottom of the description.
Correct. Click that link below, and we'll get you taken care of. Until next time, Nuvia Nation, Godspeed and have a great day, and
keep smiling.
Keep smiling.